Hi guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about the life cycle of a butterfly. We call that metamorphosis. It's when a caterpillar changes his physical form from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And I ordered those caterpillars for you and they came the first day or two that we were on our spring break. And over the last week or so I've sent you some pictures to show you how big they've gotten. Well, when they came to me in this jar. And they were so teeny weeny, just little tiny caterpillars. And they were barely moving, and they said that was very normal, that they were still very young, and that they would need to eat to get their strength to move around a little bit more. Well, over the last few days, they've done something really, really interesting. All of this food at the bottom, I know it's hard to tell, but it's almost completely gone now. They've been eating like crazy. And I've showed you in the last few Remind pictures I sent you that they've gotten really big. Well, today something really cool happened. And if you look inside there, and I turn it, you'll be able to see that they're no longer caterpillars. 4 out of the 5 have now made their chrysalis and are hanging from the top of the jar. And if you see they're shaking, that's totally normal. They move around inside there. There's one caterpillar that's still left. We're just waiting for him to change, to hang from that top and make a J shape and make his chrysalis. And when he does, I'll be able to take this lid off of the jar and put it in the butterfly house with some fresh fruit and wait. Then we just wait. It's a waiting game for when our butterflies will come out. But today, 4 out of the 5 made their chrysalis, and you can see them in there. And the last remaining caterpillar at the top, I'm thinking he'll probably change by tomorrow. Today's Saturday, so hopefully by Monday when we have our Zoom meeting, I'll be able to do this live and show you and hang them in the butterfly house. But here we go. And if you see in there, do you see all those spider webs? They look like spider webs, right? They're not. The caterpillars themselves make those webs with their bodies. So interesting, isn't it? So I want to talk to you a little bit today about the life cycle of a butterfly. So they start out as these little tiny eggs that are laid on milkweed leaves. Okay. They're so teeny, teeny, tiny. They did not come to us like this. So the butterfly farm that I ordered them from, they wait till these little eggs hatch, and out comes the larva. Now the larva is the caterpillars, and that's what they shipped to me inside that jar. Okay, and they're really small, and all they want to do is eat and eat and eat and eat, and they go really big and really hairy. Okay, and then when they're ready, they hang themselves on top of a sturdy branch or a sturdy leaf, and they hang and they make a J shape with their bodies. And then the most amazing thing happens. They make their chrysalis and they start to metamorphosize. They start to change. It is the coolest thing. So in nature, if you should see, oops, sorry. This is called a pupa or a chrysalis. This is their cocoon. Now, the difference between a cocoon and a chrysalis, a moth makes a cocoon, a caterpillar, a butterfly has a chrysalis. So that would be the difference between the two. But a chrysalis can also be called a pupa. And they attach themselves to these leaves. Now, it doesn't look like that would be very strong, secure on there, but they weather storms and wind and animals bumping into them, and so their connection to these leaves are extremely strong. Okay, so that's the pupa. And after they change and they're ready, out comes the adult butterfly. Okay, now I'm going to watch them very, very carefully over the next few days, especially after they've all made their chrysalis and I put them in the butterfly house. And I'll be able to record what they're doing in there because they kind of move and they kind of shake a little bit. And when they get really close to being adults and coming out of their chrysalis, you can almost see their wings through the chrysalis. It's really, really neat. And when they come out, their wings will be a little bit soggy and a little bit wet. And they'll kind of shake them out a little bit. And ink from their wings kind of goes flying, which is kind of interesting, kind of neat to watch. And they dry them. So they'll flap their wings and they just kind of hang them out and let them air dry because they can't fly until their wings are strong and dry. And then when they are, they're ready for us to release them. And I will, of course, do that with you as well. So I have a really cool book that I really wanted to read to you. It's called Charlie the Caterpillar. It's a really cool book. It's by Dom DeLuise. And I had a copy of it at school, but I couldn't find it. So I went on YouTube and I found a read aloud of the story Charlie the Caterpillar by Dom DeLuise for you. So I'm going to play that for you. And I really hope you enjoy it because it talks about the different stages that the caterpillar goes through on his journey to becoming a beautiful butterfly. So I hope you enjoy it. And on Monday, when I see you again live, I'll be able to show you what's going on with them, and hopefully we'll be able to put them in their butterfly house. Okay, so here we go. Here's the story. Charlie the Caterpillar.
Charlie the Caterpillar. Published by Aladdin Paperbacks. Copyright 1990. Charlie the Caterpillar by Dom DeLuise. Illustrated by Christopher Santoro. One day, one bright and sunny day, Charlie the Caterpillar was born. The world looked very, very big to Charlie because he was very, very small, because he was just born. Charlie soon found out how delicious green things tasted. As he was nibbling on a blade of grass, he could hear the wind whistling and the birds singing. He smiled. He was glad to be alive. Charlie decided to set out and see the world. So he looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. Soon Charlie saw two monkeys. "Hi," said Charlie. "What are you doing?" "We're playing cards," they said. "Oh," said Charlie, "that sounds like fun. Can I play too?" "No, you can't," said the monkeys. "Why not?" asked Charlie. "Because you're an ugly caterpillar. Now, get out of here." Charlie, for the very first time in his young life, felt bad. He sighed and would have shrugged his shoulders if he had any. He looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. Pretty soon he saw two rabbits hopping around. "Hi," said Charlie. "What are you doing?" "We're playing tennis," they said. "Oh," said Charlie, "that looks like fun. Can I play too?" "No, you can't," said the rabbits. "Why not?" asked Charlie. "Because you're an ugly caterpillar, and we don't play with ugly caterpillars. Now, get out of here." Now, for the second time in his young life, Charlie felt bad. Very bad. His feelings were hurt. What is ugly? Wondered Charlie. He didn't feel ugly. looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. Just then, Charlie saw two mice playing miniature golf. These mice were so small they had to play miniature golf. "Hi," said Charlie. "What are you doing?" "We're playing golf," they answered. "Oh," said Charlie, "that really looks like fun. Can I play too?" "No, you can't," said the mice. "Why not?" asked Charlie. "Because you're an ugly caterpillar, and we really don't play with ugly caterpillars. Now get out of here." Charlie, for the third time in his now not so young life, felt very, very bad. In fact, Charlie started to feel ugly. No one wanted to play with him. So Charlie looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and then he started to cry. Charlie wanted to be alone. He climbed up a tree and snuggled up to a small branch. He felt a little cold, so he went like this, and he went like that, and he went like this, and he went like that, and before he knew it, he had spun himself a warm and wonderful cocoon. Charlie was very sad about that ugly business. "Why can't I have a friend?" he wondered. Charlie was so tired from making the cocoon that he decided to take a nap. All of a sudden, snow began to fall and to cover everything with white. Winter had come, but Charlie was nice and warm in his comfortable cocoon. Charlie dreamed that he had a best friend and that they laughed and had fun together. After a while, the grass began to grow, the flowers began to bloom, and the birds began to have a party in the sky. Spring had come, and somehow Charlie knew it was time to wake up. He yawned and stretched, and then, oh my goodness! Pop! Pop! Charlie looked to the left, and he looked to the right, and oh! He had wings! Beautiful wings! Butterfly wings! Charlie had become a beautiful butterfly. Charlie fluttered his wings, and guess what? He flew up, up, and up. He laughed as he soared past the birds having a party in the sky. Charlie was flying high when he came upon the monkeys, who were still playing cards. play with us," begged the monkeys. "Why?" asked Charlie. "Because you're a beautiful butterfly," they answered. "No, thanks," said Charlie, smiling. "I gotta get out of here." He zoomed up and away. The monkeys jumped back, looking miserable. "Serves them right," thought Charlie. He did a couple of loop-the-loops, and then he came across the rabbits at their tennis game. "Oh, please," said the rabbits, "won't you come and play with us?" "Why?" asked Charlie. "Because you're such a beautiful butterfly," they answered. "Not on your life," said Charlie. "Now I gotta get out of here." Then off he flew, leaving the rabbits looking very downhearted. "Serves them right," thought Charlie. He circled around for a while, and then he saw the mice playing miniature golf. "Please, pretty please," pleaded the mice, "do come and play with us." "Why?" asked Charlie. "Because you're really such a beautiful butterfly," they answered. "Sorry, not today," said Charlie. "I really have better things to do. Now I gotta get out of here." Then off he soared, leaving the mice looking pitiful. "Serves them right," thought Charlie. They all wanted to be his friend because he was now a beautiful butterfly. They didn't know that he was Charlie, the ugly caterpillar. If they want to be my friends just because of my beautiful wings, they can't be real friends, thought Charlie as he fluttered in the spring sunshine. Just then Charlie heard someone crying. It was Katy the caterpillar. Charlie came closer. "Why are you crying?" he asked. "Because no one will play with me. No one wants to be my friend," cried Katy, "because I'm an ugly caterpillar." "I'll play with you," said Charlie, with a wink and a smile. "I'll be your friend." "You will?" said Katy the caterpillar. "Whoopee!" Then Charlie took Katy aside and told her all about becoming a butterfly. From that day on, Charlie and Katy played cards and tennis and even miniature golf together. They laughed and had a good time, just like in Charlie's dream. Katy was happy, and Charlie was very happy. He had finally found a friend, a real friend, a best friend.
And that is the story of Charlie the caterpillar. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this story. So our caterpillars were once very ugly, but they're going to be very beautiful soon, and I can't wait to show them to you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.